and analysis and everything. So that was an amazing experience. So I worked there for 2 years, got promoted once to a manager position. And then after to multiple different clients. So you get to experience a lot of things, and you know how like it is designed to support you and your studies. So you taxation, business management, portfolio management, financial sector, just like private equity, insurance, and you know all that connect with the people from those firms or from those regions, and especially the HR personnel. They were like, we are the most, this is the most highest paying profession or something like that. You will be really, really very comfortable if you...
Assalamu alaikum, Hira. Welcome to Campus2Career.
Hello, assalamu alaikum, Kulsoom. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure talking to you.
Likewise. Okay, Hira, can you start by telling us a little bit about your professional journey so far?
Okay, yeah. So, a little bit on that. I first started my professional journey after I finished college. So I did my pre-engineering, FSc Pre-Engineering, and then I started to pursue chartered accountancy as a qualification. So it's a qualification which is affiliated by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan. So I started with that, and then you have to pass a certain number of exams before you could get inducted into a professional firm. So I then passed those exams in a reasonable amount of time, and then I got inducted into PwC Pakistan, which is basically known as A.F. Ferguson, and it is because that's the firm which is affiliated by so A.F. Ferguson is a member firm of PwC. Started my articleship with A.F. Ferguson and Co., which is basically a member firm of PwC. And then, so to get inducted into the firm, as I said, you have to pass like a certain number of exams. So while I had not fully cleared the first 2 levels of my qualification at that time, so I had to do an internship of 6 months with PwC, and then articleship jo hai wo 3.5 years ka period hota hai. And then I finished 3.5 years of articleship with within their audit department. So when you are a trainee auditor, you are posted on various different clients. So my major client was a telecom communication company. And then after that, once my articles are finished, so altogether 4 saal jab pure ho gaye, so I moved to the taxation department of the same firm. And I worked as an advisor or a tax consultant. And then 2 saal wahan pe guzare, and after that I moved to SadaPay, where we both actually met. And so I started as assistant finance manager over there. And then because it was a growing industry and a startup, so my title was a finance manager, but I was given exposure to a lot of different things, like a very direct exposure to the operations, and also to business strategies and analysis and everything. So that was an amazing experience. So I worked there for 2 years, got promoted once to a manager position. And then after 2 years, I had, so when I left PwC, I had still not passed all of my CA exams. So finally, after 2 years into SadaPay, I managed to pass all of my CA exams.
Yeah.
And then after that, I started to look for opportunities to move abroad, basically. So here I managed to get a job at PwC Channel Islands, Guernsey. So Guernsey is a really very beautiful island that is close to England, and it is like a self-governing island, but it is British Crown dependency. So like I don't want to go into the geography because it will take like another podcast to like how it works, but it's an amazing, nice island, and because the financial services industry is quite flourished here, so I moved here, and luckily and fortunate enough, I was I got this role with at PwC and came back to audit, and then I spent another 2 years, got exposure to a completely new financial ecosystem, which is private equity industry and insurance industry. And then after that, after spending 2 years with PwC again I switched to another more senior level role with AON Insurance. And which is my current role as well. So I'm working as a finance manager with them at the moment. And and so I'm still living in this beautiful island, Guernsey, and working as a manager at AON.
That's lovely.
That is it.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Okay. So you mentioned कि आपका pre-engineering था in FSc, right? So finance की field को pursue करने के लिए it's not necessary that you take something related to finance in your FSc. You can have any degree background, any subject background.
So ये depend करता है कि आप कौन सी डिग्री या कौन सी सर्टिफिकेशन परस्यू करना चाहते हैं.
ठीक है.
So जो प्रोफेशनल certifications या degrees हैं, like Chartered Accountancy from ICAP, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Pakistan. So I'm not going to mention the whole name again and again. I'll just say ICAP.
ठीक है.
So the CA from ICAP or ACCA, or I guess CFA or CIMA. So इस तरह की जो professional degrees हैं, उनको pursue करने के लिए it does not matter कि आपके intermediate level पर what were your subjects. Like even a biology or a pre-medical student can pursue CA.
ठीक है.
So so I took pre-engineering. I already knew that I have to do CA, but मैंने pre-engineering इसलिए थी कि what if I change my mind?
Nice.
So like अगर आप कॉमर्स या मैथ्स परस्यू करते हो इंटरमीडिएट लेवल पे, of course that is not beneficial, but again you can like switch. It's is no boundaries to that.
Okay, तो फिर doing CA आप तैयारी किस तरह करते हो? Do you study by yourself? Do you go to a school, academy, or is there an official program?
Okay, so वो एक जो सबसे बड़ा मुझे कौन लगता है about a CA qualification is that कि you don't get to experience proper
university
type life. Okay? So basically you have to take tuitions from different academies or institutes. So it just depends. As in, you don't get affiliated by those academies or institutes. The affiliation that you have is just with ICAP. So it just depends on you. आप tuition ले रहे हो basically. तो अगर आपको एक टीचर पसंद है for one subject, तो आप maybe एक academy से एक टीचर की क्लास ले रहे हो और दूसरी से दूसरे टीचर की क्लास ले रहे हो. एंड देन कोविड के बाद से ऑनलाइन क्लासेस का कल्चर and बहुत ज़्यादा flourish कर गया, and I think it is more useful. So you have like more choices now. आप online classes ले सकते हो. You get recorded lectures, and they are more like nicely defined now for students. So basically, just taking tuitions, and also like if you fancy, you can also go for self-tutoring yourself. But I would not recommend that because it didn't work for me. Lekin yes, so basically that is it.
So it's self-paced.
Yeah. बहुत intense level of पढ़ाई करनी पड़ती है. तो I think taking help is I would recommend that more. Because yeah, I mean you feel like you would know everything, but it's not the case.
Makes sense. So you mentioned that after you did a certain number of exams, you did your articleship, right? तो articleship क्या होती है और वो क्यों ज़रूरी होती है या उसको क्या फ़ायदा है?
Articleship basically जब आप CA या फिर ACCA कर रहे हो, I don't know about CFA or CIMA. I think that is the case with them as well. Articleship is a necessary or mandatory part of the qualification. So this amount of experience with a professional audit firm or even with a company within the industry is necessary to have with you to get those degrees or those certifications. So जैसे अगर मैं CA की बात करूँ तो there are tiers, like the exams are divided into tiers, and so with each tier the difficulty level increases. तो दो tiers के पहला tier पास करके फिर जो दूसरा tier है उसके maximum number of exams जब आप पास कर लेते हैं तो you become eligible. So I'm not saying कि आपको सारे exams पहले पास करने हैं. You maximum number of exams of the second tier जब आपके पास हो जाते हैं, you become eligible to apply for articleship. And how it works in Pakistan is that there are audit firms which are affiliated by ICAP, and then you like they have their own process of how you get inducted with them, but फिर आप अप्लाई करते हो, उनके टेस्ट और उनके प्रोसेस गुजरते हो और फिर उसके बाद आपको आर्टिकलशिप मिलती है. मेरा टाइम बहुत आसान था. सो मतलब आई स्टार्ट टू अप्लाई इन 2015. उस वक्त पे कंपटीशन वाज very as in compared to now, like there was a high competition at that time as well, but
अब ज़्यादा हो गया.
Compared to recent times, competition बहुत massively increase हो गया. It's really hard to get the articleship within the top rated firms now. So those firms which are rated or affiliated by ICAP आपको articleship देती हैं. So this is more designed more to support ICAP students. लेकिन ACCA जो students हैं उनके लिए obviously like if ICAP के students के लिए मुश्किल है तो उनके लिए और भी ज़्यादा थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है. But they also get to do these trainings with these firms. And secondly, it's not just firms. ICAP आपको allow करता है कि आप industry से भी articles कर सकते हो. So that is an option, but I think almost, not all of them, but most of the students prefer doing their articleship with an audit firm. So basically, I just keep on saying audit firms, but they have multiple different departments in them. Not just audit, it has tax and advisory as well, but most of the times आपको articles audit में मिलते हैं. And why do students prefer that is because of the experience, of the diversity in experience. As I said, you get posted to multiple different clients. So you get to experience a lot of things, and you know how like it is designed to support you and your studies. So you just prefer, like students mostly prefer that. बट अगेन कंपटीशन बहुत 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 ज़्यादा इंटेंस हो चुका है अब, एंड इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू get articles with these like the top rated firms.
Yes.
मेरे वक्त पे जो कंपटीशन था वो बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग था within big four firms. So big four firms are PwC, Deloitte, KPMG, and EY. Deloitte does not exist in Pakistan anymore. But during the recent times, all the top rated firms, like the top 10 or the top 15 firms, सब में competition like massively increase हो चुका है. So you can see like students are facing a lot of difficulties when it comes to getting their article.
ठीक है. So you, what's the difference between CA and ACCA?
Okay, so the main difference between the two is their affiliations.
ठीक है.
CA entirely पाकिस्तानी सर्टिफिकेशन या पाकिस्तानी डिग्री है.
ठीक है.
एंड ACCA और ICAW जो है वो affiliated है with UK professional bodies. So the subject wise there is not a lot of difference, like and as in because main factor जो है वो ये affiliation वाला है. Because of that पाकिस्तान में क्या होता है कि obviously जो firms हैं they are structured in a way to support ICAP students. तो ICAP students को priority मिलती है articles या experience मिलने में. ACCA students को फर्म में एक्सपीरियंस मिलना इम्पॉसिबल नहीं है,
मुश्किल,
बहुत सारे लोगों को मिलता है, बट एक स्टेप मोर मुश्किल है कंपेयर टू CA स्टूडेंट्स. एंड सेम गोज विद सिक्योरिंग अ जॉब एज वेल. एक स्टेप ज्यादा मुश्किल हो जाता है. पहला चीज ये है लोकली इन पाकिस्तान, एंड देन बिकॉज वो UK की डिग्री है, वो ज्यादा महंगी है, बहुत ज्यादा महंगी है एज कम्पेयर टू CA. एंड देन तीसरी चीज ये है कि जो कि मुझे फील होता है कि अगर आप के पास फर्म एक्सपीरियंस है, ऑडिट फर्म एक्सपीरियंस है, तो इट इज easier for you to like move globally.
अच्छा.
Because आप ये देखेंगे कि जो भी प्रोफेशनल अकाउंटेंट्स पाकिस्तान से बाहर मूव करते हैं वो 95% ऑफ द टाइम्स किसी फर्म में से उनको जॉब ऑफर आती है तो वो मूव करते हैं.
ठीक है.
तो एक ये फैक्टर जो कि मुझे लगता है, बट नथिंग इज इम्पॉसिबल. एंड देन फोर्थ चीज ये है कि जब आप बाहर आ जाते हो फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान देन देयर इज नो डिफरेंस.
अच्छा.
एंड देयर इज नो गैप. सो एंड फिफ्थ चीज ये है कि जब आप पाकिस्तान में हो और आप ACCA कर रहे हो या ICAW कर रहे हो, तो आप जो लॉ और टैक्सेशन पढ़ते हो वो आप UK का लॉ और टैक्सेशन पढ़ रहे हो, विच इज नॉट रेलेवेंट टू पाकिस्तान. तो फिर आपका, अगर आप पाकिस्तान में ही रहना चाह रहे हो तो फिर आपका जो
मुश्किल हो जाता है आपके लिए.
डाइवर्सिटी इन एक्सपीरियंस उस तरह नहीं होगा जितना कि एक ICAP के CA के पास होगा, क्योंकि आप ICAP के CA को ज्यादा प्रेफरेंस मिलेगी व्हेन इट विल कम टू jobs in taxation departments or law से रिलेटेड कोई काम होगा तो तब उसको ज्यादा प्रायोरिटी मिलेगी.
So
but this is I'm saying this from what I have seen in my experience. Again, when it comes to these degrees, nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
Because I have seen people like not many, but मैंने देखा है कि कुछ लोग जो कि जिनके पास CA डिग्रीज होती हैं वो मार्केटिंग भी परस्यू करते हैं eventually in their career. So like it is impossible just about how you research for it or how much you want it. But again, but it's just about the difficulty that you face in the middle.
Okay. तो ACCA की तो हमने बात कर ली कि आप UK का लॉ पढ़ते हो तो आपको उधर ज़्यादा एडवांटेज होता है एंड बाहर के लिए ज़रूरी है. सो अगर आप CA कर लें राइट तो CA करके बाहर जॉब मिलने में कोई मसला होगा? Do you need to do ACCA or that is sufficient?
So region to region difference है.
ठीक है.
अगर आप CA so अगर मैं मिडिल में region to region जाती हूँ ठीक है and again this is my
your experience
and my own as a knowledge but so अगर मैं मिडिल ईस्ट की बात करूँ तो आपकी क्वालिफिकेशन कंप्लीट ना भी हो तो भी चांसेस हैं लाइक अगर आप एग्जाम रहते भी हैं तो भी चांसेस हैं कि आपको कोई जॉब आप सिक्योर कर लोगे मिडिल ईस्ट में. सो वहाँ पे क्वालिफिकेशन के बगैर जॉब मिलना इज ईजियर. But again, if I talk about other regions, like if you want to move to UK or US or Australia, तो फिर qualification necessary हो जाती है. ICAP qualified जो accountant है, वो उसको UK में job मिलना ऐसे recent times की अगर मैं बात करूँ तो easily as in there were a lot of people who moved. Like अगर मैं अपने बैच की बात करूँ तो there are just a few left in Pakistan. So it's not easy for sure to secure a job, but it is like becoming more and more common. And like there are more jobs now. That is what I would say. So I can qualified accountants को job UK में मिलना on the basis of their degree is easier. Okay, so वहाँ पे लेकिन अगर आप जाते हो और आप अगर audit pursue करना चाह रहे हो तो to become a signing director or a partner, not director, I think to become a signing partner you have to have their ICW degree as well.
Okay.
वहाँ पे एक टर्निंग पॉइंट आता है लेकिन वो फिर ACCA को भी करना पड़ता है.
अच्छा तो it doesn't matter.
हाँ तो वहाँ पे एक आता है कि जब आप ऑडिट परस्यू कर रहे हो तो आपको इवेंचुअली जब आपने पार्टनर बनना है ऑडिट फर्म का तो आपको एक उनकी अपनी डिग्री भी चाहिए होती है टू साइन. एंड फिर उसके बाद अगर मैं US की बात करूँ तो जितना मुझे पता है US में वीजा मिलना जो है इट्स लाइक it works on point based system. So अगर आपके पास एक बैचलर्स डिग्री है या ICAP की CA डिग्री है, बैचलर्स इन फाइनेंस और ICAP की CA डिग्री है तो आपको सेम नंबर ऑफ पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं. एंड फ्रॉम व्हाट आई हैव हर्ड बैचलर्स इन फाइनेंस को ज्यादा पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं एज कम्पेयर टू ICAP क्वालिफाइड अकाउंटेंट्स को. बट वहां पर जाके इफ यू वांट टू गेट प्रमोटेड आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि आप पार्टनर इवेंचुअली पार्टनर बन के आपको कुछ और एडिशनल डिग्री है लेकिन इफ यू वांट टू गेट इवन टू अ मैनेजरियल रोल आपको सीपी करना लाजमी हो जाता है.
अच्छा ठीक है. तो
US में ऐसा है एंड देन ऑस्ट्रेलिया में आई एम नॉट fully sure about it. But I think again UK की तरह ही है कि अगर आपको साइनिंग पार्टनर बनना है तो आपको वहाँ की डिग्री चाहिए. Otherwise this degree ICAP CA और ACCA works equally. उसके अलावा with all the other regions that is the case, but this is how it works differently across all these different regions.
Yeah, sounds good. तो मैंने CS किया हुआ है, तो CS में मुझे ये पता है कि आप CS की एक बेस डिग्री करते हैं, उसके बाद यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ फील्ड ऑप्शंस, राइट? यू कैन गो टू एंड्रॉयड, मोबाइल, वेब एंड सो ऑन फोर्थ, राइट? सो इसी तरह फाइनेंस में what sort of fields are there that one can pursue? What are the possible career paths that you can have?
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि फाइनेंस का सबसे बड़ा स्ट्रेंथ यही है कि आप का करियर जहाँ से आप स्टार्ट करते हो वहीं पे डिफाइन नहीं हो जाता कि यही आपका करियर होगा, बिकॉज जो आपकी स्किल्स हैं वो बहुत ज्यादा ट्रांसफरेबल है। तो फॉर इंस्टेंस जैसे मैंने बताया, मैंने स्टार्ट किया ऑडिटिंग से। मैं एक टेलीकॉम कंपनी को ऑडिट कर रही थी उस वक्त पे। उसके बाद जब मैं टैक्सेशन में मैंने किया तो जो मेरा मेजर क्लाइंट था वो ऑयल एंड गैस इंडस्ट्री में था। उसके बाद भी मैंने SadaPay में मूव किया, जो कि एक फिनटेक स्टार्टअप था। उसके बाद जब मैं यहाँ आई गर्न्सी में, तो यहाँ मेरे मेजर क्लाइंट्स प्राइवेट इक्विटी एंड इंश्योरेंस इंडस्ट्री में थे। एंड एट द मोमेंट मैं एक इंश्योरेंस इंडस्ट्री में काम कर रही थी। तो योर स्किल्स आर वेरी ट्रांसफरेबल, सिर्फ इंडस्ट्री नहीं बल्कि फ्रॉम डिपार्टमेंट और टू डिपार्टमेंट एज वेल। जैसे मैंने बोला कि मैं बीच में टैक्सेशन में भी मैंने काम किया। SadaPay में जब मैं थी तो मैंने एज एन फाइनेंशियल स्ट्रेटजीज और प्लानिंग को भी संभाव देखा। एंड इस तरह से your skills are very transferable. And also like the course that you have has all sorts of different things. So it's not just accounting and finance or auditing. आपके कोर्स में हर तरह का सब्जेक्ट है। It is of course it is accounting and then auditing, taxation, law, business management. So because of all sorts of things that you have in your course, you do have like a base knowledge or base of everything built in you. And then it's just about the experience. अगर आप experience लेना चाहते हो तो you are eligible to do it. It's not just that मिलेगा नहीं, because the people who are hiring you would know that at least it's not, you're not starting everything from the scratch.
Yeah. So can you name a few of the fields, like potential career paths?
There are so many of them. So if I talk about the bigger umbrella of finance, I just don't want to talk about high cap CAs. So अगर बिगर अम्ब्रेला की बात करूँ, अगर आप फाइनेंस में आना चाहते हो तो फर्स्ट यू हैव टू सी लाइक क्या आप रियली इंटरेस्टेड किस चीज में हो। यू हैव लाइक एजुकेट योरसेल्फ एंड फाइंड दैट आउट। तो अगर मैं उसकी बात करूँ तो मैं अगर उस वक्त पर सोचती और उस वक्त पे अगर इतना एक्सपोजर और इतनी इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल होती है, आपके जैसे प्लेटफॉर्म्स अवेलेबल होते तो मैं शायद ये सोचती बैठ के कि भाई मैं ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टेड किस रोल में हूँ, और फिर उसके बाद डिसाइड करती डिग्री या सर्टिफिकेशन अपने लिए। तो सर्टिफिकेशंस भी काफ़ी डाइवर्स है। लाइक CA में आप अकाउंटिंग, टैक्सेशन, ऑडिटिंग ये सब कर सकते हो। एंड देन देयर इज CFA एज वेल फ्रॉम CFA इंस्टीट्यूट। अगर आप इन्वेस्टमेंट्स एंड पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट एंड एसेट मैनेजमेंट में इंटरेस्टेड हो तो आप उसको परस्यू कर सकते हो। पाकिस्तान में इतना फ्लरिश नहीं है इन्वेस्टमेंट मैनेजमेंट एंड पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट, बट outside of Pakistan is a very very respectable degree to have. And then there is CIMA as well. अगर आप बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट में या बिजनेस स्ट्रैटेजी में इंटरेस्टेड हो तो फिर आप CIMA परस्यू कर सकते हो। बट आई थिंक जब आपके पास एक डिग्री आ जाती है उसके बाद इट जस्ट डिपेंड्स ऑन द एक्सपीरियंस that you have on your plate. It's not necessary कि आप like your experience cannot just be like defined by anyone. It is you who defines it. अगर आपको लगता है कि अब मैं interested हो to find out कि investment management कैसे काम करता है, तो there are chances that you can attach that sort of experience to your CV. You can look for it, and because you do have the knowledge about it. ठीक है? तो अगर मैं इन सारी चीजों को एक लिस्ट में बनाऊं तो ऑडिट, अकाउंटिंग, टैक्सेशन, बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट, पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट, फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर जिसमें प्राइवेट इक्विटी, इंश्योरेंस, and all sort of sectors and all sort of departments, इस पूरे में आप experience, it just depends on your interest. तो ये आप experience ले सकते हैं.
Okay, that's nice. And so you, after you worked at SadaPay, you applied abroad and you moved to UK. I know that there are other people that were your friends that have worked, they've moved to US, to Germany and different other international places as well. So how do you apply to international companies from Pakistan? What's the process? Or what do you need?
So, qualified accountants के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा jobs available होती हैं. Or basically, you just have to go to their job portals, apply. So mobility ज़्यादा easy होती है. अगर आप किसी, जैसे मैंने पहले बोला, आप किसी audit firm में move करना चाह रहे हो तो mobility, because they offer you relocation. Like more common with audit firms to offer you relocation as compared to other industries. Okay? तो आप अगर मूव करना चाहते हो, आप जिस भी रीजन में मूव करना चाहते हो, आप उस रीजन के जिस कंपनी में इंटरेस्टेड हो, जिस फर्म में इंटरेस्टेड हो, उसके जॉब पोर्टल्स पे जाते हो और आप अप्लाई करते हो. एंड ऑफ कोर्स आपको ऑब्वियसली आप एक जॉब पे अप्लाई करोगे तो आपको कॉल नहीं करेगा कोई. इट्स अबाउट लाइक ट्राइंग वेरी हार्ड. अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हो टू कि आप यूके में सेटल हो जाओ, तो आप यूके की फ्रेंड्स में जिस भी इंडस्ट्री में आप इंटरेस्टेड हो, आप हर एक पोर्टल पे जिस जॉब के लिए भी आप एलिजिबल हो आप अप्लाई करते हो, एंड देन यू वेट कि कोई आपको आपकी एप्लीकेशन को एक्सेप्ट करे. सो इफ आई टॉक अबाउट माई सेल्फ, आई अप्लाइड टू ऑलमोस्ट आई थिंक 50 to 60 jobs before I got an interview call from this one. I think even more. So
consistency is the key.
Consistency is the key, and there is a lot of hard work involved in applying and looking for them. So just be like aware of what is going on at the moment. कौन सी companies जो है वो actively hire कर रही हैं. Stay very active on LinkedIn, and just keep looking on that. Connect with the people from those firms or from those regions, and especially the HR personnel. And unse I would say there's no harm in messaging them or connecting with them professionally. So yes, if you need something, just go after it. Like anything, and that is how you get it. So basically applying very aggressively is how you get it.
And I think you already touched upon it, but LinkedIn is the key. You keep following LinkedIn, or there's any other particular portal or place to look for jobs as well?
So basically, LinkedIn is the main portal. But again, अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हो किसी एक पर्टिकुलर रीजन की, किसी एक पर्टिकुलर फर्म में, तो आप उसकी वेबसाइट पे जाके उसके करियर पोर्टल को
चेक करते रहो,
स्किम थ्रू चेक करो, देखते रहो. तो आई वुड रिकमेंड दैट कि लिंक्डइन पे में भी आप जब देख रहे हो तो आपको सब कुछ नजर ना आ रहा हो, आप पोर्टल में जाके चेक करो तो मे भी 4-5 और जॉब्स हो जिसके ऊपर आप एलिजिबल हो अप्लाई करने के लिए.
Nice. Okay, with the evolution of AI, have some financial roles been like automated, या फिर still the job market in finance is secure?
I would say that a lot of things are automated now, and I think it is. I mean, accountants find it very helpful for them.
Okay.
It's not that we are scared of anything at the moment. कि हमारी जॉब चली जाएगी कुछ. We are actually like appreciating it.
Okay. It's making your life easier.
Yes. So अगर मैं अपनी बात करूँ तो जो recent times में मैंने जो jobs की हैं दोनों पर, they have their own AI chatbots that you can use and question about things, and with each passing time they are bringing more and more which is AI based and which would help in making your lives more easy. Because प्रॉब्लम ये है कि नॉलेज तो आपके पास है बट कभी कभार मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स काम करना बहुत ज्यादा टाइम कंज्यूमिंग और इंटेंसिव हो जाता है. तो आई थिंक इट विल इम्प्रूव योर वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस फॉर श्योर. एंड अगेन आप सब कुछ एआई को तो नहीं दे सकते हो आपको, बिकॉज दीज थिंग्स आर जो लाइक फाइनेंस रिलेटेड चीजें बहुत ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंशियल एंड सेंसिटिव भी होती हैं, तो यू कैन नॉट जस्ट गो रॉन्ग विद देम. The authorities have a check on them. Like if you have like financial statements, जैसे मैं SadaPay की बात करूँ, SadaPay की फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स ऑडिट होती थी, उसके बाद हम स्टेट बैंक को भी सबमिट करते थे. So that's very sensitive, confidential and very crucial information. You cannot go wrong with it.
आप सिर्फ AI पर rely नहीं कर सकते.
पे डिपेंड नहीं कर सकते. You need professional accountants to check. Okay, what is going on? You just cannot develop something from AI and send it across to a regulatory authority, right? Yeah. So and checks रखना भी, मतलब अगर AI में ये check कर रहा है कि हाँ कि मैं regulatory requirements जैसे SadaPay में बहुत सारी regulatory requirements होती थी जो कि हम daily basis पे check कर रहे थे. AI में भी वो check कर भी देता है. Again मैंने जाके देखना तो है that मैं क्या steps लूँ, to mitigate any risk that we have at the moment. So I think I really appreciate the developments that AI is bringing to this industry, because it is really making your life very easy. But don't worry, jobs are not going anywhere at this point in time for sure.
That's great. Okay, so I want to move over to a rapid fire round. I'm going to ask you some questions and you just have to select one option from them, okay?
Okay.
So, Excel, overrated or underrated?
Underrated.
Networking or GPA?
Sorry, come again. Say it again.
Networking or GPA?
Networking.
CA or MBA?
Depends.
Okay. Corporate or startups?
Startups.
Higher salary or better work-life balance?
Better work-life balance.
Mentorship or self-learning?
Both.
Consistency or motivation?
Consistency. Really, really very important.
Nice. LinkedIn or CV?
Both. But LinkedIn is way more important.
Okay. Remote or office?
Office.
Pakistan or abroad?
Both.
Cute. Okay, moving on to some one-word ones. One finance skill every student should learn.
Communication skills.
Biggest mistake students make.
Not being consistent.
Biggest myth about finance.
That we are very boring people, but we are not.
Cute. Dream company to work with.
There is no one dream company to work with. Just depends on your interests.
One thing AI can never replace in finance.
Is the experience. The experience that an accountant has.
If not finance, then what?
Finance, then arts.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so I have two more questions for you. One, so how are the finances like in the finance sector? Like how much do you make, or is it a rewarding field or not?
So to be honest, when I was first making my career choices, I was quite naive about the proper finance game. But my main motivation was that I'm very good at maths. I think I'll be comfortable and I just naturally know it or something like that. And then the other biggest motivation behind it was that it is like the chartered accountancy in particular is considered very respectable profession. And also like the perception of long-term financial stability and salary outcomes attached to it were like very sparkly from where I was looking at it. So yeah, generally the as well. In the long run, yes, you do have good financial stability. You do progress through your positions and eventually you are evolving in that way, financial stability wise. So yeah, it is good, but I mean, I've seen doctors as well who are working abroad. So like they also almost earn the same. So it's not just that we earn more than some other profession or something, or like we are the most, this is the most highest paying profession or something like that. You will be really, really very comfortable if you know your path and you are progressing well through it. Then I would say that yes, it's nice.
Perfect.
And I've seen engineers as well, like earning way more than I do.
Cute. One last thing. What would be your advice for anyone looking to make their career in finance?
My advice would be that just don't go for how this profession is perceived from the outside. Just don't do what other people are doing. Just first you have to find out if you are really genuinely interested in this profession or not, or also कि आप इतना इससे commit करने के लिए ready हो भी या नहीं. Because firstly, I did not mention it before, with professional qualifications, especially the failure rate is really, really very high. And second thing ये है कि हर किसी का एक entirely different experience है. So it really doesn't not mean कि किसी और का experience अगर ये था तो आपका experience ही होगा. You know that like from our circle as well. Like each one of us is doing an entirely different thing at the moment. So educate yourself and then find out if you are really comfortable and if you are ready to commit to it. And then if you decide to really get into it, then just be very, very, very consistent. Consistency in every aspect is really very important, and try your best to broaden your exposure as much as you can and work really hard on your communication skills. That is really, really very important, and your networking.
I think that's solid advice. Thank you so much, Hira, for taking out the time. It was lovely chatting with you.
Same here, Kulsoom. Thank you for having me. And it was a good pleasure talking to you. And you know that.
Cute. Likewise. Okay.
Thank you.